Hi guys, and welcome again to Eswakago YouTube channel. This is where we inspire, we inform, and we also encourage people. And this is a follow-up video of a video that I did. I think it's the last one I uploaded. It's about the boring marriage life of America, and I give some reasons why. And I'm not here today to say whatever I said is not true, but I'm here to say more about why the married people in America, some of them are very bored in their marriage, but there is nothing they can do about it, and nobody talks about this. They only tell you the ways you can get so much money, the ways you can do this and that, but nobody tells you how to balance your marriage life when you come to America. And that is where Dr. Essie is coming in to let you know what to do and what not to do, and what people have done and where they have ended up too. So, number one thing that has led to boring marriages in America, people get themselves into marriage and there's no exit. You have to deal with whatever is in there, and since you want to show you are married, you are making it like it's working, which is good. But again, is it the real deal? Is it true within yourself? Is it whatever y'all see out there? Is it true? Are there other side of their lives? Yes. This is where I come in. You might call it Moshene if you want, but this is the truth, okay? So, some people, when they come to America, men decide to go trucking. And when they decide to go trucking, you go interstate. So, you move from one state to the other. What happens? You leave your family behind. You have a wife, you have kids, but they don't get to see you up until you return within maybe after a month or after 2 weeks, depending with what you want. Most of the men, when the job is good out there and the money is good, they stay out up until 1 month. I have seen it. And when they stay out there up to 1 month, what do you expect the wife does? The wife is emotionally breaking, but they can't show people because they are in this marriage that is so good, doing good, it's working. So they stay there. The shoe is pinching them, but they don't have otherwise, because out there, when the husband comes back, they will be seen out in the stores shopping together, and the marriage is so good by then, just for 2 days. Don't be lied to by anyone. They come for 2 days or 3 days, and then they leave. They leave them again. What happens next? The wife at work has somebody. I'm not gonna say it's a kabenten or anything, but all I'm saying is that maybe an extra dish is gonna end up like an extra dish, because this guy at work is very concerned about her life. This guy at work is the one she gives all her problems. Why? Because most of the time it is the guy who she is seeing and not the husband. Where does this end up at? This will end up at this guy taking the position of the husband. I know you don't want to hear this, but this is true. The guy will end up taking the position of the husband. When you are emotionally broken and you find someone to vent into, what do? You become closer to that person. You become very close with that person, and you end up making them your closest friends, because you share with them even the interior things, the things that don't get out there, the things that people can't see. You get to share with this person, and this person is a person of opposite sex. So what happens eventually? I'm not gonna tell you what happens eventually, but since you're adults, you know what I mean. So this is something. Trucking jobs has made so many women, ladies in America, to become or to go out there, look for someone. And I know it is true, but I know they're gonna bring their salty hearts here, pouring their salty heart here. But please, I'm not your husband. Go talk to your husband. So before you set goals on what you want to achieve in life, you also want to consider that there is something called marriage that you started long time ago. And if you wanted to go into the drain, that is upon you. It is very easy for a marriage to break than it is to make it. Okay? So marriage can only work when two people are together. This is a union. This is a union of two people. So when one person goes away and is missing for a whole month, don't lie to me, especially for some women. Some women can't even live a day without a man, or two days without a man. There are those of us who can go up to 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. Yani, sisi tulikuwa tukue tu pope. I don't know why it backfired. But I want to see this. People will only show you the good part of America, how you can make it, how you can make dollars. Yes, there is so many ways of making a lot of dollars altogether. And one being trucking, whereby a trucker can earn up to $5,000 a month, or maybe more, depending with the month, how the month was. Not a month, by the way, 5,000 per week, Just 1 week, they can get up to 5,000 or 4,000. So their wife is enticed by a lot of money. And you know, Adwanyoba, they like money more than anything. Me being one of them. Sometimes they consider working and working and working, forgetting when you are working and working and working, your wife is being worked up somewhere by someone else that you don't even know. And not like you don't know, because also the truckers, when they get out there, when they are doing their tracking and they are missing at home for a whole month or 3 weeks, they also get some side dishes in the states, in different states. Remember, a trucker moves from one state to the other. So in every state, it is said, this is not my saying. I interviewed someone, not one or two, several of them. In every state, they kind of like get a side dish. You have to fruta your area. I'm not here to say things in the manner that you're expecting, but I know you are getting me. So in every state, they're gonna have a side chick. So in every state, so tell me, how much exposed are you to diseases? How much exposed are you to STIs and other diseases that comes in as a result of irresponsible sex, I call it? So how much are you exposed? And people don't want to talk about this because the husband gonna have a lot of money and they're gonna start building back home. So the wife focuses on this, but in her mind she knows she cannot do it. In her mind she knows she cannot wait for a whole month for the husband to come back. She will also, at her place of work, go and look for someone. Even if they won't end up sleeping together, they will end up sharing some of the emotional breakdowns that she's going through. And this is very true. 99.99%. This is true. Most of the ladies, they will share a lot more information at work with some men more than they can share with their husbands because they are missing. And in other news, even as much as you want to make more money, for those people who go for doubles and doubles and doubles. Yes, you went to school and you started nursing and you completed your course and now you are hired for good money. But what happens next? People are never contented. Even if you become a nurse and you get paid $40 an hour, you want more. You want to make it $80 an hour when you do a double. So that denies you the family time. The family time is lost. And also when you're doing doubles, your wife also on the other hand, because she doesn't want to be left behind. In America, a husband and wife are almost competing in each and every day. A husband goes to school, a wife is like, I have to go to school as well to become a nurse. So the husband was going to school, leaving the kids with the wife, and the wife was at work, working. No time for kids or anything because she's the one now paying all the bills so that the husband can be in school and work maybe part-time. So on the other hand, when the husband graduates, wife is rushing to school to do her nursing course as well because they want to be this. In America, most of the marriages, they are competing. Immigrants mostly. I'm talking about immigrants. Because I'm an immigrant, I would only know about immigrants. I'm not more into the natives. So, wife goes back to school. And now the husband devotes himself into working so that he can pay all the bills. So, is there a home? Are we having a home at the moment? When you're making your decisions, don't think people who don't go to do other jobs that have a lot of money, they are dumb. They are not dumb. They just made a choice to finish what they began in a better way, in a beautiful way. if I started a home, I'm gonna devote myself into building it. And I said, if you have your salty comments, they are very much welcome. Heck, you're already raka no dekie nakyo. No dekie waka moikia mahiga. So here's the thing. Money is there in America, but there is no homes, no families. Some families are only intact because there is someone out there who entertains the wife. They are only intact because there is someone out there who entertains the husband. Otherwise, who go home? When they get home, it's all quiet. They don't even have any time for fun. They don't even have any time to make their marriage look like it's live. It's dead. But they're only together either for the sake of the kids, most of them they say so, or for this because someone out there is entertaining the wife and someone out there is entertaining the husband. So these are polygamy in disguise. And they all know, because there is no way a wife would go for a whole month and then the husband goes for a whole month. And in most cases, men say they cannot. Women, some of them, before we were born, there were those ladies who could do that. But nowadays, I think the ladies are even more than the men. So the ladies, on the other hand, and I told you, the other day I wasn't able to elaborate this better because my daughter was recording me. I didn't want her to hear this. But so many women, I have seen it. I have seen it with my own two eyes. So many people posting about adult toys, you know them. So most of them gives experience of how they give them pressure and stuff like those. And I'm like, oh man, then I must have been born to become a pope somewhere. Like, because someone is married, but because their husband is not enough for them, probably because they are not getting to see each other frequently, they go for the toys. And you will be surprised how many women use those toys, yet they have families, they have a husband. So if you ask me today, the most boring marriages are for people who do not create time to build their family or to keep the spark on because they want to gain more money. So it is either you are chasing money or you are building your family. So at the end of it all, and you all know this, even at the burial, once you die, during your funeral, the only thing that's gonna be mentioned on your life history is gonna be how many children you got and if you left a wife behind. So even as we chase money, it's very good to remember that you need also to remember you have a family to build and to have, because even on your deathbed, the only people that are left with you is the family, not the friends, not the flats that you're gonna build. So guys, that is it for today, and I'll see you on the next video. Do not forget to keep on keeping on, because we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Thank you. Happy New Year.